Okay, so fast video. This is Friday. Remember the Nasdaq stock market, it's correcting. All the tech companies are correcting and Bitcoin is connected with the tech. So we are still above support. 9 minutes to go for the daily close. Let's see if we close below. We will have all these areas. So just remember that this was just bearish retest. Now we have a high and higher, a lower high, and now rejection, rejection. This we might just range here for a while, maybe until Sunday, and then let's see how we close the weekend. But doesn't look good, of course. So remember to be safer. Of course, this might hold, but doesn't look like. To buy is above this trend line. Basically this. If it closes above here, we can go higher. Until it doesn't, this is just a bearish retest. Okay? Well, as you remember, as you see, all the market is bullish. All the news are bullish. There's many euphoria since the last weeks, and this is what's happening. Remember the RSI here on the 50. Put the line on the 50 because it's a support, and we might still hold the 50 here on the daily as support, like here, as you can see. But let's see. So it's all, consider all these options. We might close the day below the 21, but we still don't know. Supports that. What matters, as I've been saying, remember, this is a bearish engulfing. It's saying a lot. We are now having the rejection. We might still do a few short squeezes if there's many people betting against the market. But if the people are just waiting and they don't short the market, basically the price will come here or to the moving averages. So we are still above this trend line, but on the RSI we are below the trend line, so we can have a bearish retest. So areas of value, and of course you need to wait for the candles to close above here. If it doesn't close, we have all these for bigger corrections, but I don't think this is the time for a bigger correction. This is just consolidation because there's still many people wanting to buy, so people will buy here, try to go higher, and then reassess if we do a all-time high or a lower high, and then we crash. Let's see. Okay. So this is where we are. Remember, support needs to hold, especially here. The 32K needs to hold. If it doesn't hold, we will come down somewhere onto the other areas. RSI, we are still trying to hold here on the bullish area, but seems like it's already turning to come down. And 4 hours, as we can see, this is just rejection, 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 rejection. And now this is resistance here. We are still trying to hold. People who want to short, they can short from here, from this area here, from this area here. Stop losses depends on each one, on which one has which leverage which one uses, but can be here, 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 or above here, with low leverage, or many bids on betting against the market, like scaling in until the stop loss here. So each one can do whatever he wants. There's many types. So this seems like a bearish retest, but for now we are still doing a higher low compared with this. So until we break this, it still can push higher because we are still above the 21. But this seems like everyone will buy a little bit, and then suddenly another candle like this, and we will come at least here. And then we have also, this is on the daily, around here, and still doing a higher low compared with the bottom here. if we come to the 277 here. But it's all about, I think, the weekly and be patient, but you can do trades because you can do good profits on the bounces. Okay, so we are still above support, but seems like we want to come down. This is, as we can see, this was like a short squeeze on the dollar. We are already on one of the tops, so now support will be here and here and here. We might do this. So we are above already this moving average, trying to come to this area, still pointing up on the daily. Weekly already above the 21, so now we will try to hold a little bit here to try to push to these areas. Indicator still pointing up, so resistance there, support was here. We still can range a little bit, but we can already maybe just push directly to here. If it closes above here, we can go to these areas here, which is resistance here, basically. It's the strongest one, this area here. Okay. And of course the stock market, S&P. We broke the mid channel, so we didn't pass this zone. Rejection, and now we had this support here. We closed below. 21 is here on the weekly. And we have also this trend line a little bit below. So this needs to hold, basically. If this doesn't hold, we will come down to test other areas, maybe here or even here, who knows. Indicators pointing down. Well, look at the RSI. This is a bearish divergence. Price going up and on the RSI going down. So let's see. And I'll just show ARC Tesla also. Where is it? Tesla on the weekly, already below the 21, with a big hammer pointing down. And now just for the ARC, which is aligned also with the same kind of sentiment, see, already below the 21 on the weekly. Support is here, first support. And then of course we have the moving average lower. The first support is here on the weekly. Here we also reaching the 50. So let's see if this holds. And we already have a week. We don't know if the next week we start to push higher a little bit, but it's been overbought for ages. This is just parabolic and not sustainable. Katie Wood was saying already that she was selling and correct, and this will happen. So we don't know if it stops here or if this will be a bearish retest, and we will come to these areas or even lower. So one day we'll